You know, some people out there, when they talk, they fake the funk. You want brutally honest? Well, if you want brutally honest, look no further than CG Ruthless Sports.
CG Ruthless.
CG Ruthless Sports.
CG Ruthless.
If you want your sports talks to be brutally honest, come check out CG.
CG Ruthless.
If you're not watching CG Ruthless, I don't know what to tell you. Representing the Niner Empire.
CG Ruthless.
What's up? What's up, Crazy Juice? Yo, it's me. It's CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest, and nothing but be brutally honest. Coming at you with another live stream. So, man, this week's getting pretty interesting, man. I must say, it is pretty much becoming the most interesting week by far. We're getting the best of the West. The winner takes all. The winner gets to the Super Bowl. That's the one part I'm looking forward to. But we're definitely just a step closer to our goal. So if this comes into reality, that this is what we wanted, the revenge tour, then we're just one game away. But we have to take care of the Rams, and it's not going to be as easy as everybody thinks it is. But as most fans are, man, we are confident. I am confident. I am definitely as confident as I've ever felt. I mean, the Rams, we just know how to play them, but it's not going to be easy like everybody thinks. But here's what we have going forward. We know how to finish games against them. I mean, you can make an argument that they almost choked a 21-point lead. And if that happens again, or any other way they do stuff like that, it can be anybody's game. But it could just be a close game, and it can come down to the last possession or whatever happens. Like most of us, man, I wouldn't know what to predict, because last time I said that this was going to be a really good game, and that time I was correct about it. But the other time I said it was just a 3-touchdown difference when we won that game, but the other game was a 3-point difference. So I feel like the Rams are going to be as more competitive as they can, because the fact that they let us in the playoffs is what has to get them to finish us. What's up, Roberto? Good morning for everybody else, unless you're a different time zone, but it is a great morning. I know it's probably afternoon for you, but I know it's getting pretty good. Drinking my coffee, drinking my San Francisco Bay coffee, the one where it's got a brand. It's pretty good. Waking up this morning, worked a night shift, got out at midnight, coming home and chilling. Yeah, good morning, man. It's a good morning to watch football and all that stuff. So I'm looking at some more ways to answer questions, but I don't know. Pretty sure some people will give me some good questions, but I'm just here to kill some time. But hopefully for the rest of you guys, we're going to have a roundtable coming up at 6 6:05 p.m. Pacific time. I am going to be the host. So we're going to have the NFC West Roundtable on my stream. So hopefully I see you guys there. It's definitely going to be probably the most interesting topic of the year. I put it in the best title, 2 NFC West teams still standing, which is a good title. It kind of makes it more interesting when you put 2 NFC West teams still standing, because we are still standing in the conference. So that's facts. So we still got 2 NFC West teams still standing, and it's still going to make the difference. And it will determine the season by far. But we'll see about it. We got to take it one game at a time. I think this is where Jimmy G does play good for some reason. Like Jimmy G, he doesn't give you the stats like everybody else, but I got a good feeling when it's against the Rams, this is where Jimmy G does play better football. Like the last meeting he had against the Rams, he had 316 yards. So if that's not confidence about how it's going to come down to it, I think this game could come down to Jimmy G leading us to the drive. Because if he has that crappy performance like he had those other 2 games, I don't think it's going to cut it. But if our running game keeps going, it's going to work. But if Jimmy G can get if he can at least get over like the 250 something yards or maybe just 220 or something like that, and then he has 2 touchdowns, then we should be good. We should have no worries. But knowing how Jimmy is, he throws too many damn picks, and that's the problem. We can't have interceptions in these playoffs. And it sucks that our defense has to carry him, bro. We shouldn't have to rely on that. He should be able to take care of business. I feel like these are critical mistakes that need to be fixed. And if Jimmy G continues that shit, I don't know, man. This is why most of our fan base are not really sure about Jimmy Garoppolo anymore. Because Jimmy keeps throwing away games. Like, there's got to be a moment to where this guy can at least play a game without a single interception for once, man. And I'm sure if you throw a pick or so, this can determine the fact that whether we're going to go to the Super Bowl or not if you throw picks again, bro. Can we at least have a mistake-free game until that week, bro? Because we need to actually finish strong. We got to make this good. We got to make it count. And I get that most people will like ask questions like, how the hell do you win games with this kind of quarterback play? Plain simple. It's a team game. It's really a team game out of this. Because if we wanted to, we could have just settled for elite quarterback, but no. Kyle Shanahan just knows how to scheme. Kyle Shanahan knows how to make anybody look good. Like, you can make an argument that whatever quarterback he has at center, he's gonna make him look like the winner. Like, yeah, we need to score early. That's the only way we have a chance. Yeah, without a doubt. We can't be. I mean, the last meeting against the Rams, they did have a 17-0 lead, and that's what pretty much can hurt us down the stretch. My only concern about that game is we can't have that happen because that was just luck. We were just lucky. We had to be in this game. We had to have a really good game. And I know we broke the Sean McVay's halftime lead streak because he was undefeated until that day. And I get that part, but we cannot have these guys have a lead on us. We got to have a lead. We got to hold on to that lead, and we got to be able to capitalize. And I feel like our defensive line can get to them. We got a really good defensive line. It kind of brings similarity to the one we had in 2019, but it's a little different squad. Like, there's a different set of talent. Like, I know that there's no Buckner, but Buckner's a beast, no doubt. But when you got a lot of guys stepping in, like, okay, you got Bosa having a great year. You got guys like Armstead. He's not going to be great, but he's doing enough to stop the run. He's doing enough to create pressure. If you put Armstead in the inside, like as a defensive tackle, he's going to be able to disrupt it and take the double team, and that's what makes him better. But if you put him at the end spot, bro, he's too slow. He can't contain outside. That's the one thing I've been trying to think in my head, because as a player and as a guy who's played this game, I would know the strengths and weakness of certain players. And Eric Armstead, to me, he can. I don't want to ever see this guy play defensive end going forward. I don't want to ever see that dude play end. He needs to stick at D tackle because he's big. He can take the double blocks. He can either be a factor. He can make it easy for Bosa and the rest of the cats to get to that quarterback. That's one thing I think that I'll give credit for Armstead is when you put him at inside, that's where he's very effective. But if you put him in outside, he ain't doing shit. But you got Bosa, you got DJ Jones who eats up the run. He's very solid. You got what's his name? Kevin Givens, the D tackle. That's a very underrated player. He's not a big flashy name, but he can stop the run. Then you got let's see. Try to think of another one. You got Kentavious Street. He's another guy in our D tackle rotation. He's solid. He's decent. And then on our D ends, you got Arden Key, you got Samson Ebukam, Jordan Willis. Those guys come in the rotation and they eat. That's what matters. And that's what we need. That's what we need from these guys. They need to step up and play when it matters. And when they do it against teams like the Rams haven't been pressured as much like you guys think, man. You think that their dominance against the Cardinals was because of the pressure? No, they didn't have no single pressure. Nobody, no Arizona Cardinal player even created enough pressure on Stafford. I mean, Tampa Bay, they barely did anything. They barely did enough, but they didn't win. But that's how you can beat the Rams is by enough pressure. Yep, that's what we got to do is take away that guy, dude. He's not going to be easy. That's one thing I'll say. Cooper Kupp's going to be hard to cover. I don't think it matters who covers him. You just have to limit him. Limit him to less than 100 yards and keep him in check and keep him away from the end zone, then you should be good. He's going to get his targets. He's going to get his catches. That's just Cooper Kupp for everybody else, man. He's just going to get his stats, but we're going to have to stop him. But they're going to you're going to have to watch out for their tight end, Tyler Higbee. That guy's going to be an X factor because he had 2 touchdowns against us. So that could be the one X factor we need to watch out for again. We got to watch out for those guys. So looking at it that way, it's kind of a tough matchup to look at. But the Rams, they may have the most talented squad. They may have everything that they got. But, dude, they're just the way we play the Cowboys, bro. Cowboys have all that talent, too, in the world. Their defense is good, too. I mean, they got all the talent. So that's the one thing that made us more interesting is we were able to match up well against teams like Dallas and Green Bay. And people forget the fact that Green Bay is pretty good. They just had one of those days, and we just beat them in their weather. So I don't want to hear that it's a fluke win. Okay, let's see. Do you think Trent Williams is going to play on Sunday? I think he will play. Because I looked up the article and it said that it's a similar situation like Jordan Willis. Because remember when they said Jordan Willis had a high ankle sprain, but it was through an old injury? That kind of went away. So I got a feeling that it's going to be the same thing with Trent Williams. He's going to play. And then, okay, well, Ambry Thomas should be good to play, right? Yeah, he should be good to play. Because the game against the Packers, he didn't play. He wasn't able to play, so I think they were playing it smart because they want to have him for the most important game, and I think that makes the most sense. So I think this is where you're going to need Ambry Thomas against the Rams for this game. That's how I would look at it. I think because he got injured, I think they wanted to play it smart and make sure he plays the next game. They just wanted to give some of those other guys some chances, and I wasn't as confident with Dante Johnson out there, dude. I just wasn't. But you know what? He did his part, and that's all that matters. It's about a team game. But if you get guys like Johnson and Norman out there, bro, forget about it. But I think they did enough to limit Rodgers. Rodgers only had like 225 yards, no touchdowns, and we were able to get enough pressure on him. So I think you're gonna have to limit Stafford on everything, because if he goes off a good game, bro, it can be anybody's guess. But if you limit him and he doesn't do shit, you're gonna win. People don't get that it's not going to be as easy to beat the Rams for a third time in a row this season. Like we definitely have no pressure, but the Rams have a lot to prove, because people are just going to look at them and say, "Well, winning the division, it can mean nothing, bro." Because if you win your division, it's a good accomplishment. But if the Rams don't beat us, can you imagine that winning your NFC West division title means absolutely nothing, bro? It can mean nothing. It can really mean nothing if you don't win your playoff game against the Niners. And the fact that we finished third place in our division, bro, that could just be the one weirdest thing is we're third in our division and we're going further. And I don't think there's ever been a team in NFL history to ever go further and win a Super Bowl as a third place in their division. It's never happened. And I don't know if it's kind of been a thing. I don't know. Like, if people can dig into history, maybe I could know another team, but I haven't seen a team like that. I mean, I've seen some teams that were second place and won a Super Bowl, but I've never seen a third place team. So this can be the one interesting thing that people want to see. They might want to see a revenge tour. They probably want to see a part 2 of the Chiefs and Niners. But you know what's even interesting is this is what can be the most interesting part about the Niners season. Like, let's say for example, if it comes from tuition, we get there and then we play the Chiefs and it comes down to us getting that win. You want to know what's the interesting statistics of what the thing that's interesting? The Niners are on a 6-game winning streak. They're the number 6 seed. They got the 6th Lombardi. That's kind of like all in 3, bro. All in 3. You look at the 6-game winning streak. Number 6 seed, 6 Lombardi. That can be the weird statistics right there. And the fact that and then you put that into 3 6s and you put a 3 on it, you got a team that was in third place also. So that's weird. That's what you look at. That's just what can happen. You know, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. But I'm saying, if you look at the stats, if you look at this year's overall, like I think it's going to come down to that wild card team if they win. I think this year's NFC is going to determine who's going to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know. The AFC to me, they are good, but that's only if they're as good as KC can be, bro. There's something about Kansas City that we want our payback on, but we have to limit Patrick Mahomes. I feel like this matchup against Kansas City is going to be tougher, but some of us say, "Oh, let's play Cincinnati." I don't know about Cincinnati, bro. I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest about playing the Bengals. They are pretty damn good. Like, if you watch the way they play, like, do you really think that it's going to be easy to play the Bengals? Bruh, they're not. It's going to be a tough one. We barely beat them in overtime. If it wasn't for them kicking a field goal, we would have lost the overtime game. I'll tell you what, man, they got the most talented receiving core I've ever seen this year. Jamar Chase is definitely a superstar of the making, and he's going to be good for years to come. Then you got guys like T. Higgins, who can be easily a number 1 receiver for any other team. Then you got Tyler Boyd, who can be like your other number 1 receiver out there. So pick your poison. That's a good receiving talent right there. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs. Who they got? Tyreek Hill. They got guys like Demarcus Robinson and that dude Pringle, whatever his name is. They don't have any. They don't have what's his name. They don't have Sammy Watkins anymore. They don't have that guy no more. I mean, that's the only difference I look at is they don't have a guy like Sammy Watkins anymore. They have Travis Kelce. That's pretty much like another good weapon, but their running game is not. Their running game is the most overrated. The fact that we didn't stop it last year was a complete tragedy. But now that if we have a chance to stuff that running game and pressure Mahomes, that would be the difference. Yeah. Yeah, if we can do that. But we got to wait and see. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. That's how I look at it. Yeah, if we play the Chiefs, we will have a home game again at Levi Stadium. Yep. Pretty much. Let me put it in a better way, man. I'll put it in better terms. Let me see. I'm going to use some better pictures and logos. I'll tell you what, man. What's going on, man? Okay. Now I'm looking at what I can find in the backgrounds. Watch, I'll show you guys. I got this damn logo over here. Let's see. We're going to see what happens for this game, man. We got everything in our favor, man. We just have to win this damn game. The thing is, it could be the most pressuring game for any other team, but I think it's going to have to come down to the Rams overcoming their demons. So we'll see. If we play the Chiefs, we will have a home game again at Levi South. See, Red will take over again. Well, here's the one thing that I'm concerned about playing the Chiefs for a second time. My only issue with playing the Chiefs is, can we actually hold on to a lead? Because if you give Mahomes enough time, this guy can come from behind and actually play. But if you give him pressure all day, then maybe he won't do shit. Because you saw the blueprint from the Bucs. The Buccaneers were able to get that pressure. They were able to get to Mahomes. They were able to shut him down completely. And that's a formula that you could definitely take advantage of. So that's one key factor that Mahomes lost at Super Bowl was a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on him, and that's where he didn't play his best game. But to make a fair argument about that game, I think it had to do with the offensive line not blocking as good, bro. I think 3 of their starting linemen were out that game, and Mahomes had no time in the pocket. And I get that some people are saying don't discredit the Bucs for that Super Bowl win. I'm not discrediting it, but to be completely honest, their tackle, I think 2 of their starting tackles were out, and one of their key guards, was out or something like that. And that was definitely the X factor of why Bucs won that Super Bowl. Yeah, that's the weird part about the history. I don't think anyone's ever won 3rd place in that division and actually won the Super Bowl. Maybe we're on to something new. Maybe there's something new in NFL history that we're probably going to witness, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. But I think that would be the interesting part about this year's Super Bowl is like if it happens, it happens. So this NFC West, all this title stuff, all this talk about who's the best in the West, this will determine Sunday. The winner takes all. Like you had 3 of the NFC West teams in the playoffs, and just one was eliminated in the wild card week, and then 2 of them are still standing. They advanced from divisional round. They're just in the NFC Championship. That's the one key factor is slowing down Tyreek Hill. And it's not going to be easy, dude. We just got to be able to get him in coverage good. But the one thing we have going forward is, the Bengals don't have a lot of speedy receivers. They just have Jamar Chase as a fast guy. I think Jamar Chase is like their fastest receiver, but he's just only one guy. You can definitely have to focus on their other receivers too. So that's going to probably be the one X factor. But when you look at the Chiefs, they got Tyreek Hill, they got this Mecole Hardman, but he's not like the same talent as Tyreek Hill where he scares you. Mecole Hardman could give you some big plays when he wants to, but he's not like the consistent guy. Then you got guys like Pringle. You got guys like Demarcus Robinson. Like, those are not the big names, but they are very much contributors for that team. So they do play a part. And then you got Travis Kelce doing his job too. And that kind of makes it kind of special for KC, is because they have those kind of guys around Mahomes. I don't think you really need all this all-star talent to be good, because I think Mahomes makes the most out of them. Like, dude, if that was the case, dude, if he wanted the most talented, bro, he could have made moves to get Antonio Brown. He could have made moves to get somebody like a lot of big players, yeah. Yeah, what's up, man? So, okay. All right, so you got it right. Okay. So Patriots made it to the Super Bowl when they were third in their division, but lost to the Bears. Okay, so that's interesting facts right there. But they never won. That's the one thing I'm saying is like, so there is a team that actually went third in their division and went to the Super Bowl, but it's never happened with the winning. Okay, got you. Hey, what's up, Big Play Slay, man? You keep picking against my team, man. I'm going to keep telling you, I told you so. I'm going to keep telling you that you're wrong. But maybe this week you might have something to prove. Yeah, I don't care who wins this week, but I'm still split right now. Should I pick y'all or the Rams? That's a tough one. Like I said, man, I just give you a hard time. I know you have something to do with the Niners. I know that we're playing good this year, but it's going to be a tough one. So you're kind of split. Okay. Well, I mean, you have to look at your matchups. You got to do your homework. That's how you're going to pick the matchups by wise, I think you kind of like stuck with I mean, if I'm you, I stick with the same energy. Stick with the Rams. Maybe you get some. Maybe you are the good luck charm. You just have to pick the Rams for this one. We'll see. I mean, whatever you see as a good matchup, that's how you look at it. I think McVay and Shanahan, it's kind of an evenly fair matchup. Yeah. That's what people want to say, is the Rams are very dangerous because they've actually been on a 2-game winning streak, so that can make them very scary. Yeah, we'll see about it, man. I look at this matchup more like it's got to be a matchup between their offense and the way how they handle the defense. In those last meetings, it's always been the 49ers come, yeah. Hey, there you go, bro. I like the spirit. I like it. Because I think your last your last two pick'ems, you picked against the Niners and you lost. So I'm just saying, but hey, that's a good mindset. But my only thing is y'all beat them 6 times in a row. That's the one thing that gives us the advantage, is we beat them 6 times in a row. So that gives us the upper hand, but not really. The pressure's on the Rams. Like, okay, if you look at their pressure, you guys made the offseason moves to get a quarterback. You guys were not sold on Jared Goff taking you guys to the freaking Super Bowl, dude. Like, the fact that you wanted to get rid of Jared Goff just to get another quarterback, bro, and then you move on from the Marcus Peters to get a Jalen Ramsey, bro. How is that? That's desperate shit right there. That's desperate moves, bro. I don't know how the hell they're able to afford these players, but they do it. Like, consistently. You get a guy like a Dante Fowler, and then you can't pay him, and you get a Leonard Floyd, and then you make all these moves like the Lakers. You're going to make moves like the Lakers, bro. Don't ever be like the LA freaking Lakers. You're not like them, and you're never going to be like the Lakers. That's Lakers shit move right there, and you're copying us. And I'm a Lakers fan, and I'm telling you, as a fan, the Rams are trying to be as bad as they can. They're trying to be like the freaking Lakers. Don't take all that talent so you can actually, Oh, we got the new guy in the building, Cook Smoke Sports, man. Salute, bro. What's up with it? Appreciate it, man. Got you, man. And I guess we got a new content creator for the Niners YouTuber, man. Definitely gonna have to tell you what, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I look at. Yeah, hey, no problem, man. I like to always support my fellow Niner content creators. Hopefully you hit off pretty good. Hopefully like the other Niner YouTubers, bro. I've seen quite a few new ones lately. Like I've seen this Kilts Chronicle. He's a new one too. And then you got this Shifty Sports Guy too. And then you coming into the mix too. That's cool. Then we got my boy Lawrence Jackson Jr. as the platform. He's another guy. So those are the new ones. But hey, hopefully you guys can reach your potential. BPS the Rams, if they win this week, can they play in their own stadium twice in a row? We shall see. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's the thing with the Rams, bro. They're pulling a bunch of Laker moves. Name any other sports franchise team who does stuff like that. And I hate to say it, but dude, it's my Lakers, bro. They do all this all-star moves, bro. Like we get a bunch of these bona fide all-star players, we put them into our roster, and we don't even we look at it like, who needs draft picks? We're gonna get some guys who are great, and we're gonna build this team. And in the long haul, it's not gonna be forever. I hate to say it, but you're gonna build around a veteran team when you can actually build around a young squad. I know it's frustrating. It takes a while, but you want to build a team for the long haul, not for the short term. And I feel like the reason why we are where we're at is because we're getting a bunch of freaking old players. Like we got old as LeBron. Yeah, he won us a championship. I get that part, but dude, that's what the Rams are doing. That's what their intentions are. Their intentions are is to be as competitive and actually get people that want to watch. Like, Lakers have every reason to do that because they've done it consistently. They won championship when it matters. And that's why I'm saying, like, you can't tell me or BS me if I'm kind of telling you like it is. Like, name a team in the NFL who's doing shit like that. And I'll tell you what. Yeah. That's what that's what I said, bro. Like, I just don't see why people just kind of look at it that way. Like, the Rams, bro, so what? You guys lost to us 6 straight times, but it's still the pressure. The pressure is still on you guys. Personally, it is. Because you made the moves to upgrade your quarterback position. You went from Jared Goff to Matthew Stafford, who's slightly upgraded over him for sure. And even when the injuries were in play, you still were able to make some moves. You were able to acquire Von Miller. You were able to pick up OBJ. But then again, you are making desperate moves. I don't know which team would do that. And you know what, dude? I'll be critical about the Niners too, bro. We barely make any moves, and we're still giving you guys problems. I don't get it. Like, is it just me, or is it just the fact that we're just building through the younger talent? Because we're not like we're not taking expensive moves. Like, I mean, you can say the D Ford move was whatever, and the Quan Alexander was whatever, but still, we haven't done shit like that since. So we pay our players the right way. George Kittle got his money's worth. I mean, Fred Warner, he's already proven why he's the best linebacker in football, and he's actually earned every bit of it now. So I'm not going to dispute that. Yeah, what's up, Eddie? Hey, guys, go check out Cook Smoke Sports, man. I guess my boy John Jay told me to check out his channel, and I guess he's got some good stuff. If you guys want to go check out the dude's channel, he's a cool dude. Like, I'm seeing a lot of these new YouTubers coming around, so definitely go check them out. And go check out my boy Kilts Chronicles. Very good dude. I mean, any other way to help my fellow Niner YouTubers, go check out the platform, Lawrence Jackson. What's Happening Faithful, that's him. Go check him out. I mean, any other way for everybody else to reach their ceilings, man. It's not about me. It's about everybody else that can get their opportunities. And Crazy Juice, man, I got to see when you got to do your videos, man. I don't know if you post any videos, but I might need to see more of it. I wish Roberto actually had a real YouTube channel where he can actually do videos consistently. Then maybe we can get something out of this guy. I know Seahawks Eddie, maybe down the stretch, he might want to do a video for his Seattle vidmakers. Hey, dude, you probably be the new up-and-coming Seattle vidmaker. So maybe you might be in the same conversation as Sam Dog and the rest of the cats if you keep pushing. Let's see, the Rams will never be in the same level as the Lakers and Dodgers. That's for sure. I mean, I get that LA is a big market. I get that part. But you don't have to be doing moves like that to be like that. But I guess for some reason their cap space is pretty good from what a lot of the Rams fans have told me. They've told me, oh, our cap space is fine. We're gonna avoid the Jared Goff cap space. We're gonna avoid the Todd Gurley cap space. Oh, we're gonna have some extra money in the table. Oh, you don't? Okay, I get it now. That's probably why I haven't seen your video post or nothing. Maybe you should post some wrestling videos. Yeah, what is up, Eddie? We got to get it going, man. So, if we had to ask that question, man, I feel like the Rams definitely have the most to gain now. We have nothing to lose. So, you can say we're the number. You can say we're like the number 6 seed for a reason because we barely got in. Oh, you don't have nobody to do a podcast with, man. You got to work with somebody, man. So you want to have a podcast, but you don't have anybody else to help you on the podcast, man. Hey, I'm looking for a podcast partner. If you're willing to go in, you just got to put in the work in. Maybe I'll get you a chance to shine, but that's up to you. No peer pressure, but if you're looking for that, man, I can make your dreams come true. But you got to put the time and effort for this one. I'm all about giving opportunities, but you got to step into the play. But I might have a female co-host, so it could be either way. I'm always looking to co-host with anybody, just on their time. I'm always a guy that gives back. You know, if people say I'm selfish and greedy, you are wrong. I've given back to many people in the past. I give back to, guys like Big Play Slay. The guy's an Eagles fan, but I definitely give him his shout out and I definitely give him his props when it's necessary. He's not like one of those guys that some people will look at and say, oh, he's a jerk. Nah, dude, we play around. Me and Big Play Slay play around, so we're good, man. Everybody just thinks that that's just how it is. He plays around. He trolls. I get it. And then you got guys like Lawrence Jackson Jr., bro. I helped this guy's platform too. Like most people would some of these other YouTubers wouldn't even put their time and effort to even promote other small channels, bro. I mean, what's there to hate about me? Like I do much to promote others. I help you guys. I don't want no credit. I just want you guys to succeed and do the best you can. Like if I'm helping a guy like the platform Lawrence Jackson and help him with followers and help him with the algorithm, then I'm doing something good. That's how I look at it. If I'm helping other guys like other Rams YouTuber like the Ramelia Sports, even though he's a Rams fan, he's definitely excelling and he's definitely doing good. But I've always been very supportive of everybody else, you know, and that's how I like it. Oh, I have my own screen. Oh, I have my own green screen too. I bought one. Nice. That's cool. Well, you just got to work on your podcast. You got to work on what you got in plans, bro. Maybe there's going to be some people you can work with. Maybe you and Corey should be podcast buddies, bro. Hey, that would be a good one. So that what David McNew just said, we need this W so I can talk smack to Sheriff Joe Baggs all off season. Hey, that will not look good for my buddy Baggs, bro. It will not look good on him because I know he's been yapping. He's been yapping about my team and saying that we want to get that further, bro. And I did say, I remember last week I said it with confidence. I said it with no. Like they made it, like the way they made it seem like I was a bit delusional. And I'll admit that I was a bit homerish, okay? I'm a bit homerish, but I'm very confident about this team. And even though I was a bit off on the prediction, either way, I was right. Whether you like it or not, I did say we're going to win. So even though I said it was going to be a curse time, I thought the way we were playing, we were going to be able to dominate them, but we still won by a field goal, and that's all that matters. Well, you got to ask him. You got to ask Corey, bro. Corey's a good guy. I think he might be open to podcast with you, dude. Corey definitely needs a spot. He needs a. I think he might want to work with you, dude. You just have to reach out to Corey. Corey's a really good guy. He's very open to anybody. You just have to give him the time and schedule, and he'll work with you. Pretty sure Corey would want to work with you, man. Corey's not like a big time channel, but he can definitely work with you and help you. That's another guy you can work with. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's not. It's where you start. You got to start from the bottom, and you got to work your way up. Most of these other YouTubers, bro, they started off with different directions, you know. And I'll be the first to say, man, I started off as a trash talker, and some people would look at me and say, "How the hell are you a freaking trash talker?" Well, dude, a couple years back, I was a trash talker. I was the most hated, controversial guy. But then again, I stepped away from that community, and I took the platform to a different level, and I left. Never came back, never looked back ever since. My biggest mistake was to go to that community, bro. That community was a killer, bro. Not everybody is built for that. But me lasting for a year of that for that BS, bro, kind of shows you that I was just willing to go for the ride and just leave. That was it. I was just like the Tom Brady, bro. As soon as I got tired of it, I just left and say, fuck it, I'm out. Or any other players. Yeah. You ready to talk smack on it? Yeah. Roundtable is going to be lit, bro. It's going to be fucking lit. Because I'm going to be the host, and it's going to be interesting. I'm going to need everybody. I'm going to need the entire Sea of Red. We're going to need the entire Empire to take over my stream because I want to see all that red, not the other Sea of Red, not that Cardinal red. No. I want to see the Niner red coming into full force. I don't want none of that. The Rams coming. No. I want the Empire to come into the stream. I want this shit flooded. I want 100 motherfuckers in the damn fucking comments. And it's just me being as confident. It is me being more demanding. Like the fact that I'm your representative of the Empire, bro, it speaks volume that I am picked for this roundtable. This roundtable likes me because I am the most entertaining and most cockiest guy that they've ever seen. They even say that I'm funny, I'm corny, I'm just a little bit too confident when I need to be. And that's what the roundtable likes is I could be the most lovable guy, but I could be the most hated guy when it comes to the debates. But now before that, they didn't like me in the beginning. Now they're behind me. They're all behind me. They admire what I do. And that's what matters. Yeah, you ready? You guys ready to talk that smack tonight, man? If you guys want to have a chance at those comments, if you guys want to have a chance at getting at those guys on the roundtable, it's going to be funny. We'll see about it, man. I'm up for this. I'm up for this challenge. So Sheriff Joe Bag and me are going to have like a collaboration this week too, but I think we're just going to finish the roundtable. But then I got another Rams fan coming up also by the name of Jake Alabogan. I'm going to have Jake Alabogan in the morning. And if any of you guys don't know who Jake Alabogan is, he's a Rams YouTuber who's got about 10,000 damn subscribers. And he does Lakers content, and I think he does like a little bit of everything, but he's got a lot of good followers, dude. So he's going to be on my show on Thursday morning. And then I think I'm going to work with other stuff, but I'm definitely putting some more Q&A questions out there. But I'm working on a different project, so we'll work on it. And I think they're going to work on a network on this roundtable. I think this roundtable has potential for all of us to promote everybody's channel, and it's going to get more people interested in it. And it's definitely going to help this next direction. I'm not really sure what the next direction is going to be for me, but I really got a good feeling that this is the bright future and this is what I need to do. And the NFC West Roundtable has been my new platform. It's kind of brought the NFC West community. It's kind of gathering people. I don't care if you're a Cardinals fan. I don't care if you're a Rams. I sure as hell don't even give a shit if you're a Seahawks fan. As long as we can all agree that the NFC West is one of the best division in football, then I'll give you guys your love and props, bro. Other than that, fuck your three teams. It's Niners all day, every day, but I'll still say it's all about the NFC West because it's one of the best divisions in all the sports. In NFL, bro, there is no tougher division than the NFC West. If anybody says that the AFC North is, you're sadly mistaken because they're not even into the freaking championship. You only have the Chiefs and the Bengals. That's the only one. I think, Bengals were the AFC North. So I guess the Bengals are like the only one standing. So I guess you can say that's one tough team is the Bengals. They're proving that they're good this year. So I guess you can say the Bengals are the only team standing in the AFC North. So I correct on that mistake, but still, I still will give credit where it's due. But let's all agree. One NFC West team is going to the Super Bowl. It is going to happen, and it doesn't matter. Whoever wins that NFC Championship game, mark my word, that team is going to win the Super Bowl. The winner of the NFC West or the NFC Championship game, the team who represents the NFC West, you should have no problem winning that game against the AFC. Whether it's the Bengals or the Chiefs. The Chiefs or Bengals, you pretty much are getting yourself a participation trophy. You're just going to have to win your second place trophy. And then when you play the winner of the NFC, you're likely going to be losing that game. Sorry to say it, but I think this year's NFC team is tough than it was. The Chiefs, the only thing they have going on is their offense. Their defense sucks. Like, dude, and it's coming from a guy who actually admires the Chiefs because I grew up idolizing Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez is one of my favorite players. You had guys like Trent Green and a lot of these other guys. And time again, I've said it that I always had the utmost respect for KC at one point. But at some point, bro, they're becoming the new BS shit, bro. They're becoming the team that you just can't stand anymore, you know? At one point you can say that, hey, I used to like how they had the best tight end in football. They had some good running backs. Trent Green was kind of like a Jimmy G, but just a little better. You know, they had everything from there, yeah. That's the one thing I'll say, man. The winner of that conference is guaranteed to win the Super Bowl. So that's one or the other. I mean, some people can say, well, I don't know. The Chiefs are good. They came from behind. They beat the Bills in 13 seconds to go into overtime. I don't know if the NFC is going to beat the Chiefs. Who knows, bro? Who knows? I mean, if the Chiefs win, it's going to be a tough one. But if the Bengals win, bro, they're just playing resilience, bro. They're playing just like the 49ers are, bro. The 49ers and Bengals are just the same. The only difference is Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Jimmy. That's the only difference. And they got similar weapons. If I'm being honest, just one more better receiver. They got all three good receivers. Their running game is pretty good. Their tight end is just not in the same level as George Kittle, but he does enough to get it done. But when I look at that, man, when you look at the Bengals and the 49ers, both of those teams play with resilience, right? Both of them play tough. But the Chiefs and Rams are finesse. There's a finesse of them. But I got a good feeling that we should be able to match up with the Chiefs. I just want the Chiefs, and that's all I want, bro. If I can get the Chiefs versus the 49ers part 2 and this revenge tour, and if we establish that revenge tour, bro, this will be a good storybook to end the season, is to get something like that. Like the fact that George Kittle put it in words that he will be back. Well, unfortunately, COVID was a delay. We weren't able to get that revenge tour, so that had to be on hold for next year. And this is a chance for us to establish it. And if we can establish that, then this will be one of the first time in history that a team that won third place in that division winning that Super Bowl. It's never happened, but like Crazy Juice just said, that the Patriots were third place in their division and they lost that Super Bowl. So that was an impressive appearance, but they didn't win it. So yeah, we can look at it that way. You gonna go to the parade? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Like if we win it, then hey, bro, I'm probably just gonna have to make some videos and throw some. I don't know, dude. I would love to go to the parade if that happens, but it's gonna take a 2-hour drive down there, bro. It's probably gonna take a 2.5-hour drive to go down there, dude. I'll probably have to go all the way down to San Jose or Santa Clara to go to that type of event. I mean, don't get me wrong. It probably would be a lot fun to go there, but I'm probably not going to be able to if I'm going to work. But I'm probably going to enjoy it. I'm going to at least enjoy it to where I can get me my shirt, my Super Bowl cap, and get all that. But, dude, I can't think ahead of it, bro. We still have to beat the Rams. So I'm not getting too ahead of myself. Oh, I'll be at the parade, yeah. Nah, I'm not from Frisco, bro. I'm from the 559. So Fresno 559 is where I'm from. Man, a lot of that, bro. I mean, Frisco's cool. It's all cool weather. You know, I worked down there before. I got love for that city, but it's like, you know, it's nothing but politics over there. It's like anytime I go down there, dude, anytime I go down Frisco, bro, it's a good place to go to. But you guys don't have much out there, dude. That's the crazy part. You guys are the biggest city in certain areas, but you guys don't have much like you used to. But you got the biggest gigantic malls out there. I'll give you that. It's the 559 Fresno, bro. But technically, I live down Clovis, which is maybe about 12 minutes from Fresno. So I guess you could say I'm still Fresno, but doesn't matter. Clovis and Fresno, it's pretty much the same shit. That's just like saying that. That's like saying that I live in Daly City and vice versa of San Francisco. You know, that's what it seems like. Oh, man, dude, coming from where I come from, dude. I came from south of San Jose, so you know I was raised in the streets of San Jose, bro. So it's the toughest street to live at. South of San Jose, bro, it's one of the ghettoest shit that you've ever had to deal with, dude. Living down the south side of San Jose. A lot of people do some shit out there, dude. A lot of shooting out there. When I grew up down there, bro, it's not that easy to live down there. And it's very expensive to live down there too. So the rent down there is insane, bro. Just for a 1-bedroom, you have to pay almost $3,000 for that shit? Fuck no. That's why when you live down Fresno and other sides, bro, the rent's pretty affordable. Very affordable. To where you could actually live in something like this. And what I pay compared to here is like, I think I pay about $1,200 for this place. And it's like a 2-bedroom and it's got 1,000 square feet or something like that. And it's got a nice patio. So I ain't complaining about it. But it's very hard to afford. Yeah. Definitely, man. Oh, we're going to have to come and get this W, man. Well, technically, living in the 559 is where I'm living at. Lived there for the last 15 years. 15 years of my life, I've lived in this. I lived in Fresno for 15 plus years. But technically, my roots are what they are. Was born in the state of Texas. Grew up in San Jose my entire life. Grew up in San Jose. So I guess you can say south of San Jose is more like my home because I grew up there since I was 2 years old. So pretty much, man. I kind of grew up. I was born in the South. So, you know, little bit of what I talk like, man, I come from the South, bro. You know, so it's all good. Coming from the 214, bro. I was born in the 214. So people can say what the fuck they want, bro. That's why everybody keeps asking me, why do you hate the Cowboys so much? Because I came from that fucking shithole. That's why I hate the motherfuckers. I don't care for the fucking Rams. I don't care for you fucking Seattle fans. I don't care for you fucking Cardinal fans. I don't care for no other fucking team but Dallas, bro. I don't. Like, you got to be on my shoes to deal with my family, to deal with people I grew up with. Dude, I was only there. I barely knew what the city was because I was a baby, bro. I grew up in California at the age of 2. So You can say what y'all want, man, but a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, you're a big time Cowboys hater." Well, no shit, bro. It's because you see these bunch of fucking fans, bro. You hear these fucking delusional piece of shit, bro. They're fucking insane, bro. But I don't hate them like as much as I do, bro. Not as much. You know, I'm starting to get to a point to where I'm getting fed up with Seattle. Seattle is the one team I'm so fed up with, but I don't hate them. I don't. But I have no reason to hate the Cowboys no more, bro. Why hate them, bro? We just eliminate them. If anything else, I kind of feel bad for them now because we eliminate them. The fact that it's kind of sympathy for me, and plus my dad was the biggest Cowboys fan. So that's probably the only way I would feel sympathy about it. But other than that, I don't really give a shit about them. I don't like Green Bay either for whatever reason, but coming from the 2-1, I mean, being born in the 2-1-4, bro, it's just where people come from, bro. That's why I have a little bit of that tough Southern way, bro, because I come from Dallas. So you don't fuck with Dallas, they say. You don't fuck with Dallas, bro. You come from, if you're born from there and you're growing up from certain areas like south of San Jose, bro, you're built to be tough. And I know Frisco is tough too. Frisco's a fucking toughest city for sure. But Los Angeles, nobody can compare to LA. LA is the fucking toughest place to go to. Maybe Chicago too, but then you got Philadelphia, you got other cities that's tough as fuck. That's how you look at the toughness, dude. The fact that I was born in Dallas and then grew up in South of San Jose and deal with all this shit over there, bro, it tells you how you're built for this. And that's why when I work at a certain job, bro, I would tell like certain other companies, like, dude, I don't give a fuck where you guys put me at. If you want to put me in the bad side of town, just know that they're not going to fuck with me. Because I don't play around with that shit, man. I just do my job and just mind my own business. If they got an issue with it, they don't even mess with me, bro. They just back off. Because I don't play around with that shit. That's why I'm more chill and relaxed. When I go to a job, bro, I just tell them, bro, I don't give a fuck where you guys put me at. As long as I get something permanent, as long as I do a fucking job, bro, I don't really give a shit. And people would just say, I like the confidence. I like that he doesn't get as scared like everybody else. It's because I withstand it. I don't get afraid of everything. I've always been taught to never be afraid of your environment. If you're used to your environment, you have everything to not worry about. And I've always told my wife about it is you don't worry about the environment. You just have to show no fear. That's it. And that's how I was raised. You have to withstand it. And that's what it was. And that's how I am what I am. But that's the point. All right, guys. See you guys later. But definitely, bro, I'll definitely check you guys out later. I want to do a roundtable a little later. So I'll definitely keep you guys tuned in. And Cook Smoke Sports, bro. Maybe sometime we'll collaborate one day, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated.